Hi, welcome back. I don't know what the hell just happened, but I had an issue. What it was I had placed my table that I hold my drinks on, and I think what happened was I knocked the USB cable out, and that's what caused my picture to go completely still frame. I know you all were able to still hear me, but I figured, all right, I'm going to start over from scratch. Hi, my name is Del, and you're watching the Del Morgado Show Unleashed. I now have a beverage. Wow. See what happens when I go for a drink? God damn it. Anywho, welcome back. Sorry about that, whoever was here. I know Amanda was here and there was somebody else here, so I apologize to both of you. Cheers. At least I got my water. I'm good. So Bailey's was the name of the drink that I was trying to remember. Yeah, so I mixed Bailey's with ice cream and a little bit of Nutella. It was good. It was good, man. Tasty as hell. I should have used a blender. I think the blender would have made it a lot smoother because it was not. It was the ice cream was there, but it was kind of it sort of, because I had only stirred it. It was there, but it wasn't like smooth. It was still in little bits, so it was sort of weird. But it was a good mix, because obviously Bailey's has dairy in there. So it was nice. It was good. Next time I'm going to make like a smoothie. And I think that'll probably make it a lot better. So yeah. Fuck. That's the worst part about going live is you just don't know what the hell's going to happen. I had a bunch of movies transferring over. I want to do get random movies on my computer. Only because, whenever I'm eating, I usually like to watch movies I've seen already. This way I don't have to put any real effort into paying attention. So I'm transferring movies. So I had the cable from that USB, and I also had the cable from this USB to run my camera. Obviously, you guys were only able to hear the audio. That's this. Test, test, test. And that didn't get affected. But everything else did. That must have been really awkward. To have my ass on still frame. That's fucked up. Wow, how did it magically reappear? Because I poured it. Yeah, I'm definitely thirsty. I don't know what it was. I think maybe the mixture of the Baileys and the ice cream. Probably not the best combination. Who knows? I don't know. What's funny is I would probably die from making some weird combinations like that as opposed to getting the vaccination. But, I don't worry about shit like that. Because I'm like, alright, if I die, I die. But when it comes to this kind of stuff, it's like, I don't want to get killed because of COVID. That's the last thing I want to die from. I feel bad for all the people that have already died from COVID. I got scared when I found out that my mom got COVID. And then when I found out a day later she didn't have any symptoms, I was like, huh? Like, what? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not a single symptom. The scary part is, which I don't think I'm immune to it, unless it runs in the family, maybe. But I was scared that, I've probably already gotten it. Not scared, but I got a feeling I've already gotten it. I mean, mind you, new people are getting it all the time, so I shouldn't think that way. But at the same time, within 4 months, the chances of me getting it are pretty slim, which is good, and I think that's why more people should take the vaccine. I had a friend of mine call me yesterday after I had done my show, and he was telling me that when he went to go get his vaccine, he was in line with one of those idiots that were complaining about the whole process, and meanwhile the guy's standing in line a couple people back, and my friends are sitting there like, it's like, what the hell are you complaining about, man? And why are you here? I've already said from day one, let the morons kill themselves. If people are ignorant, let them wipe themselves out. Honestly, I couldn't care less. And I've already said this a million times, so it's no new news. For those of you who are watching this for the first time, I screwed up. So I had to come back and I had to do my whole intro again. It just didn't feel right to just kind of cut back in. I'm not really one for doing that anyways. I mean, I'm sort of a showman, so I prefer to have the whole intro as opposed to just cutting back in. I should have just cut back in because that was a waste of your life, but I do apologize for that. but I am back. Hello. And my name is Del. And this is the Del Morgado Show Unleashed. It's right there. And in case you forget, it's going to be here the whole time. It's not going to go anywhere. It's right there. Del Morgado Show Unleashed. Constant reminder. So in case anybody forgets who I am or what the hell they're watching, they can always look over here. Funny thing is, there's nothing here. There's on the screen there is. Oh wait, of course I point the wrong way. On the screen there is, but here there's nothing there. You know, the fucked up here. Check this out. I don't even think I could do it. I don't even think this thing will let me. Hold on. Let me just see. Let me see. Oh, okay. That's that. All right. See, I don't think it'll let me get rid of it because the way that this program is set up, you're given a certain. Oh, there I go. Well, actually, that looks pretty good without me there. There you go. But yeah, I don't think it'll let me get rid of it because the cameras or the program specifically has it set up so you can have some shit on the side or the other side. Yeah, I can get rid of all the background images, so I can get rid of all this, right? Oh, I just killed a mic. But I can get rid of that, right? You know, it's set up that way. It's the program that sets it up. So, well, I do the full setup, but it's the program. It won't let me go bigger than this. For some reason, it just won't let me do it. I've tried it before, but it's nice to have this, you know, this little setup here. It just makes it look a lot nicer, like that right there. See, it's just better to point with the little pointer thing. That's why I made the pointer. So it's nice to have that there. Plus, of course, my banners, which are probably the most important part. And I did find out that Wineworks is still going. They're considered essentials, so that was good news for me. That was our dear friend, Daisy Day. So thank you for contacting me and letting me know about that, because I was very curious to know if she was still running and up and running. I know that James is still doing his thing. I know that Trek Yards is going strong. A lot of these guys are still going strong. Let me just go through them real quick just to tell you which ones are going strong. I know for a fact that Nicole is still doing her thing. She's definitely still doing her thing. Yep, Trek Yards is doing their thing. Cosplay, well, you know, he's waiting for a con, but I know he's still doing his thing. Also, 5th Deep Core Army, they're also still doing their thing, despite the fact that they're waiting to go to cons as well. B&K Collectibles is still going. They do pickup service only, and you can order online. So I know that for a fact. I know for a fact that they're still kicking. That's about it. Yes, and of course this is the most important one. So feel free to donate, you know, if you haven't. You know, hey, I may be working on my debt, but any little bit helps. So, you know, and I usually, whatever people donate, in case you guys want a peace of mind, whatever people donate, I've usually used to put towards the show. Or to put towards something that I was going to use for entertainment purposes. For example, my website. Because I had to renew the website and I had to go with a different service. So it cost me close to $300 to get the website kicking in. Or kicked back in because, I went with another server company. If that's the right terminology. So that money that was donated to me, I put towards that. I also put it towards Impressions app. And if you've noticed, even though I haven't been posting as often, I do post on occasion videos here on my channel about me doing impersonations, and that was also, of course, by the donations that were given to me. I've also used it for other things, meaning equipment. So I'm currently looking at trying to get a better camera, and I actually had Tyler, which now I remember his name, he was saying that he was watching it on a big screen, and the only thing that was in focus was my little banners and stuff. So I do use it to good. So I do not take your money and put it to waste, especially nowadays. I am very, very careful with money. I do not spend my money frivolously, period. I remember even Eric, my 5-star supporter, I had made a challenge a while back, and it was the shot challenge, I think. And I said that if they didn't partake in the challenge, they owed me a meal, so he sent me a donation, and it was a very, very good donation, and he said to me, well, the meal's on me because I didn't feel like doing the video. And I was like, dude, I was just kidding. You didn't have to send me the money. So he sent me the money, but I didn't even take that money and I didn't go eat a meal. I took it and reinvested it. So if people do donate to the show, I don't use the money frivolously. I still have money saved up from all the people that have donated. So yeah, so you can trust me when I say whatever, if people do donate to the show, it does go to a good cause, and that is to keep the show running, literally. And when I used to hear that back in the day, I always thought the creators were full of shit, to be honest with you. I didn't think that you would need money to put back in, but in all honesty, you do. I mean, I already went through a couple of quick things. I mean, my website was the biggest bastard. But even then, it's not that bad. It's $300 considering. But it's still $300 fucking dollars. So for a guy who has no money, you know, the donations help. Well, I didn't have money. I mean, right now I've got money, but trust me, I can't touch it. I can't touch it. That money's not mine. It's my brother is the one who's now in charge of my finances. So all the money that I get nowadays is through donations or through work if I get tips. That's why I was able to afford a whole bunch of Zubers a couple of weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago, because I had the money saved up from tips. And believe me, now I'm not, like I said, I'm not frivolous. Grocery shopping, I'm limited to $40 a week. That's it. 50 if it's a rough week. But that's it. $50. You'd be amazed how far you can make $50 stretch a week. So, for those of you who are actually having financial trouble and you would like some assistance, don't come to me. You can contact me and I'll direct you to the right person, because my brother has literally changed my life, coming from a guy who had literally next to zero in his bank account. It was worse than check to check. I wasn't even getting any checks that were making any difference. And my biggest advice to anybody out there is, for the love of God, do not do Uber. I literally almost went bankrupt because I did Uber. They make a lot of promises and then you get fucked. You know, especially because there's so many people out there that think that Uber is you're going to make $1 million overnight. Sure, some people do make decent amount of money, which I did. But we forget that we got to pay all that shit back in taxes. Yeah. And after expenses, oh, fuck. Especially gas. That was the killer. And when I finally saw, after doing my taxes for 3 years in a row, how much money I had to give back for my HST bullshit, I was like, nope, I'm never doing this crap again. So, Uber made me bankrupt. I can honestly 100% say that. Yes. Plus, I was spending money like I thought I had it, which in actuality I didn't, because I didn't really look at my finances at the time. So, there you go. Oh my God, I forgot to check for comments. There we go, Amanda. Hey, she says, welcome back. Yeah, I was explaining, I don't know if you saw that, I don't know if you were here when I came back, but I was putting in a table for my drink, or my drinks, and then I accidentally hit a USB, which I was downloading some movies from my hard drive, and also I had the camera connected, and the reason why the mic didn't get affected is because the mic is running on a different little socket, so that's why the camera froze. Very awkward. But yes, I figured I would come back. I now have plenty of water to drink. I still want to watch my movies, but I mean, I am going to be up all night anyways, so I really don't feel like starting that right now. I don't know, man. Like, I can do marathons, if you will, very easily, but it depends on the marathon. Godfather, that fucking thing dragged on like a motherfucker, man. I guarantee you I won't be watching the Godfather movies anytime soon. Trust me, I'm done for the fucking 10 years, man. 10 years from now, maybe I might watch it again. But trust me, I won't be watching Godfather again. Especially the third one. The third one did absolutely nothing for me. I didn't like it at all. But right now I'm trying to do the Mission Impossible ones, only because I have new copies. And what I mean by new copies, I don't know if I've ever explained this. I probably have. I've gotten copies throughout the years. So obviously it started off with VHS, then it went on to DVD, and then it went on to digital. So when I get new copies, is I had the Mission Impossible movies before, but they were all a different resolution. They weren't Blu-ray version. So I would have like a VHS copy, which was 720p. For those of you who don't know what 720p is, that is the digital framing. That is the size of the picture. When you watch these things on a decent sized screen, if you have 720p as opposed to 1080, the picture quality is usually worse. So I always try to aim for 1080p if I can, and that is a nice full screen image. And the worst part about it is when you get digital copies, a lot of times some of the digital copies are not exactly 100%. Meaning you'll get glitches, or the video will be playing perfectly for 10 minutes and all of a sudden stop, kind of like my video did a little while ago. So you get a couple of weird things that happen of that nature, or what happened with me with Mission Impossible 2, the audio went out of sync. So I'm sitting there like, wait a second. I'm like, Tom is speaking, but the words aren't matching. It was like watching, like one of those old Asian films, with the subtitles and, hello, my name is John, and or whatever. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But I think you know what I'm talking about. The old subtitled movies. And very weird. So I'm watching the movie and Tom says, all right. And then finally he'd start moving the lips. And I'm like, so I had to go look for a new copy of Mission Impossible 2. Meanwhile, I'm already an hour in. But because there was a weird glitch in the video, fucked it all up. I couldn't believe it. So, Mission Impossible is not as difficult to do as The Godfather. I struggled. It took me the whole week to watch the Godfather movies. It was just so boring. So boring. And I swear to God, I'm going to do a new drinking game when it comes to the Godfather films. I'm going to do the drinking game that every time they drive up to a building or away from a building, you take a shot. Or drink a full beer. However you want to do it. Guaranteed you'll be fucking schmammered in fucking... Well, the movie's 3 hours long. So you'll be schmammered within half an hour. I'm talking stone drunk. Bastard had enough time to kill. So what does he do? He always shows the intros. Or the lead up to the house. Or let's drive away from a house. Okay, let's drive back up to the house. Let's drive away from the house. Oh, hold on. There's a couple of guards outside. Let's move a car. Let's bring a car in. Put the car back. What the fuck? Stupid. Just drove me nuts. Drove me up the wall. I couldn't believe it. So there's a good drinking game in case you guys ever want to try that. So Amanda says, never seen The Godfather. Good, you're not missing shit. Trust me, you're not missing much. The first one was good. It was good. The first one was good. I think it's because of Marlon Brando. I think Marlon Brando is the one that really sold it for me. I like him. He's great, especially in that role. He really got into it, which I liked. The story itself, it drags, man. It fucking drags. And I've got friends who love the Godfather series, and I just it didn't grow on me at all. I also watched a movie, I think I mentioned last night. I watched a movie called Whiteout. Or not last night, but yesterday afternoon. Or yesterday evening. I saw a movie Whiteout, and that was with Kate Beckinsale. Good movie. Very good movie. Not amazing, but definitely pretty good. I also saw... What else did I see? There was another one I saw in that mix. No, I'm mistaken. There was no others. But I did get a bunch of new copies of movies. So I'm actually going to be watching... I'm going to probably try to do a Chadwick Boseman marathon, if you will. So I actually downloaded... I bought his movies. I'm pretty sure you all know I didn't. But anyways... Oh, Matthew! Hey, you're the dude that was here the other night. What's up, man? He says, what's the worst film you have ever seen? Oh, Lord, there's lots. I think Amanda could probably answer this one. Amanda, you're still there, I hope. Take a stab at that one. I'm pretty sure you know the answer. You could probably answer Matthew. She knows which movie I think is the worst movie. Probably the worst movie of all time, which, Matthew, you would probably disagree or probably get upset unless you're one of the people like me who absolutely detest the fucking thing. But Amanda, we'll let Amanda answer because I'm sure she knows the answer. Mind you, I've seen. Yes. Oh fuck! Amanda knows the answer. She knows me too well. There it is, Joker. Yes. That's perfect. That is perfect. Thank you, Amanda. I needed that laugh. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers. That was fucking perfect. That was. I couldn't. That couldn't have been planned better. And Matthew says, haven't seen it yet. My personal opinion: don't fucking watch it. Complete waste of your fucking time. It has nothing to do with story. Like it has nothing to do with the MCU, or not the MCU, the DCU, whatever the fuck they call it. It has nothing to do with the actual timeline. So for the love of God, don't watch that fucking piece of shit. So yeah, mind you, there's movies that are worse than that. Like worst movie I think is ever made. Oh my God, there's a ton. I think the worst movie for me recently, only because I think it was the worst piece of shit I've ever seen ever. It was based on the original. What the hell was it called? Shit. It was a revenge movie. I Spit on Your Grave. The original I Spit on Your Grave is a piece of garbage. And then it was okay at some scenes, but it was just garbage. With the remakes, or the newer ones, the ones that were done in the 2000s, were a lot better. But the original I Spit on Your Grave was a piece of horseshit. And then the fifth one, that was pure wretched garbage. But then again, I also hate a lot of the Oscar winners as well. So one of my other least favorite movies is Moonlight. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Moonlight. And that one actually won an Oscar, which I think is just pure trash. My other worst or least favorite movie of all time, definitely The English Patient. And I can say that because I saw that again not even a year ago, and I wanted to kill somebody. Another horrible movie, Brokeback Mountain. That's right. And not because of the gay content, because they didn't do the gay content right. The movie could have been so much better if they had done it right. So, anyway, I can list a lot, bro. If you're still there. Amanda says, me, it's Twilight. Okay. Never saw Twilight, and I have no desire to watch it. So, yes. And Matthew says the worst film is, I was about to ask, the worst film is a tie between Leonard Part 6, with Bill Cosby? Yes. And English Patient for me. Hey, there we go. English Patient is a piece of shit. Actually, after watching The Father, I'd rank that one up there as one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Oh, and the other one, Stowaway. Stowaway is another piece of shit. And the other one that Joe Penna directed, Arctic, was also a piece of shit as well. The first 20 minutes was decent, but then once somebody arrives, I don't want to say too much, that's when it turns into total garbage. So, anyway. Amanda says, I Spit on Your Grave is fucked up. The original one was horrible acting. Like, I'm talking the one that was done back in the 70s. But, I mean, the concept was there. They just didn't do it right. And then they had redone them in the 2000s. I think it was the 2000s. Actually, I have my list over here. I can tell you exactly when they were done. That's if my computer's going to cooperate with me. Whoa, it got real bright there. Fuck. Hold on. I need a little bit more darkness. Hold on, just bear with me. And dude, that's hilarious. Matthew says, oh my God, we have the same worst movie. That's hilarious. Let me just see if this thing kicks in. I think because I'm transferring movies right now, it's just not going to cooperate. Well, right now, like I was saying earlier, I'm just transferring movies for the sake of having movies on the computer so that, when I'm eating, I can watch stuff. But I know that I'm pretty sure that I Spit on Your Grave was redone. I think it was the early 2000s. And they did a really good job with those. Those were fantastic. Like, fantastic. Mind you, the rape scene was not as brutal as I personally think it should have been. If you really want this person, if you really want to feel bad for this person, you got to go all out and really fuck them up. And even though the rape scene was horrible, it wasn't as bad as I personally think it should have been. Okay? Because if you really want to make it bad, you can do a lot more than what they did in the film. Oh, God, are you kidding me? The original I Spit on Your Grave, it's almost like Buddy's like, he's like 5 feet away from her fucking her. It's like, okay, a little bit more realism, guys. This is a movie. You should try to aim for that. But anyways, Hollywood's fucked. I don't know what to say. You know what I am grabbing again, because I really love this. This is a documentary I saw recently, and I don't know if you guys have access or if you've even heard of it. The King of Kong. I already spoke about this a couple of times. It's called The King of Kong: A Fistful of Quarters. That is a documentary based on a true story, and it's about a guy who set the record for Donkey Kong. That's all I'm gonna say. And when you watch this thing, it's fucking incredible, absolutely incredible. And I'm downloading that or transferring that again so I can watch that one again because I really like that one. So. Amanda says, worst horror movie for me is Piranha and Piranha 3DD. Never saw those either. I can tell you which other ones I thought, like horror movies. The Troll. Oh, God, what happened? What the fuck is going on? Dude, this is twice. Unbelievable. I went still frame again. I think there's something going on with my drive, or maybe the USBs. I really apologize for this. What the fuck? I'm going to have to reset this thing again. You know what? This time around, guys, I'm not going to do the intro again, so I'll just come back. Sorry about that. Alright, Matthew says, I'm going to read this before I go away. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Maybe the computer's just not vibing with me today. That could be it. Or maybe it just won't allow me to download these fucking movies on my drive again. Sorry. Just bear with me for 1 second. I'm going to read that comment before I go away. Fucking hell. Dude, this is ridiculous. Hold on. I don't think this is going to work. Unbelievable. So all you see is me scratching my fucking ear right now. God damn it. Alright, Matthew, I'm going to read this comment. I don't even know if I want to come back at this point. He says, I fell asleep during Twilight. I love that movie. Puts me right to sleep. So it's not the worst movie because it's a great sleeping pill. Yes, actually I have a bunch of movies like that as well. But yeah, I'm going to have to kill this feed again. I am so sorry, guys. Fucking hell, this is so stupid. Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes. I apologize.